Imagine this. You walk into a courtroom in 897 AD. Candles flicker. Bishops whisper nervously. At the center of it all sits a rotting corpse dressed in papal robes, propped up on a throne. The corpse is on trial. And he's being charged with crimes against the church. No, this isn't a horror movie. This is real history. This is the Cadaver Synod. The year is 896. The Catholic Church is in chaos. Rome isn't a city of faith and peace, it's a brutal political battleground. At the center of this storm is Pope Formosus, a man who made powerful enemies during his time as head of the church. His papacy was controversial, to say the least. He crossed noble families, shifted alliances, and even angered the powerful house of Spoleto. When Formosus died, many thought the drama would finally die with him. They were dead wrong. A year later, Pope Stephen VI rises to power, and he wants revenge. Why? Because Formosus had backed the wrong noble family, Stephen's enemies. So what does Stephen do? He orders Formosus' body dug up from the crypt. The once powerful pope, now a decaying corpse, is exhumed and put on trial. Yes, literally dragged out of the grave, dressed in papal robes, and placed on a throne inside the Basilica of St. John Lateran in Rome. The defendant cannot speak, obviously. So a deacon is assigned to speak for him, answering questions on behalf of the corpse. Stephen screams at the body. The bishops nod solemnly, pretending this is normal. The charges? Violating canon law by becoming Bishop of Rome while already bishop elsewhere. Perjury. Illegally ascending to the papacy. It's absurd. It's grotesque. And it's deadly serious. By the end, Formosus is declared guilty. Stephen VI isn't done. Formosus' papal garments are ripped off. 3 fingers, the ones used to bless, are cut from his dead hand. Then his body is dragged through the streets, mocked and spat upon. Finally, the corpse is thrown into the Tiber River. But Formosus' story isn't over. Not by a long shot. Almost immediately, the public turns on Stephen VI. The grotesque trial horrifies even Rome's hardened citizens. Rumors spread that Formosus' corpse floated back to the surface, untouched by decay, like some kind of saint or ghost. Riots erupt. The people call it a curse. Stephen is imprisoned, and shortly after, he's strangled to death in his cell. Over the next few years, the church goes through 7 different popes, some trying to undo Formosus' conviction, others reinstating it. It's a papal game of revenge, politics, and the macabre. The Cadaver Synod remains one of the strangest episodes in church history, where power, vengeance, and madness clashed in a courtroom unlike any other. And the most haunting part? Even in death, Formosus couldn't rest in peace. If you thought this was insane, wait till you hear about the Borgia-sponsored orgies and of the legend of the Pope who made a deal with the devil. Hit subscribe, tap the bell, and join us as we uncover the darkest, weirdest pages of history. Because some stories were never meant to be forgotten.